Welcome everyone, welcome to City Hall Park. We stole that fountain from the Bronx to bring that here. Welcome. City Municipal Building behind me. The Woolworth Building right there. Welcome to New York City. Let's walk through. Good to see you, Billy D. Good to see you, Norm from Bangor, Pennsylvania. Hello, welcome. Crazy day. Good to see you, Jen, from the beautiful state of Minnesota. Oh. The tourists who came on my tour today were fantastic. All the other tourists around are complete knuckleheads and mutants. I mean, how many bad examples can I show of tourists today? I mean, terrible. Terrible example. So I took Atlanta. I had I had a father and son from Atlanta. I had a newlywed couple from California. They tipped pretty good. They tipped pretty good. The morning tour tipped good. The afternoon tour did not tip at all. I think nobody had cash money on them, so they all felt bad. They're all going to give me TripAdvisor reviews, and if they do, that's like a $15 tip. But the mutants on the Brooklyn Bridge today, man. The mutants on the Brooklyn Bridge, as Vic DiPatello would say. They were awful today on the Brooklyn Bridge. Nobody was. Look at the beautiful stonework. Look at that beautiful stonework right there. It's not beautiful. That's all limestone. Limestone right there. Looks great. 1913. This was the tallest building in the world in 1913, and the only building in skyscraper history. You're new here. Good to see you. That got a long name. The best player, but good to see you. Welcome to New York City. We're gonna walk to the World Trade Center. I have a date for the unveiling of Fritz Koving's Sphere. Unbelievable stonework, absolutely. Some really fantastic stonework in there. The tallest building in 1913 right there. And the only skyscraper to be paid for in cash. Because Mr. Woolworth did not want to take a mortgage out to build his building, so. Good to see you, Dave. Welcome. Let's make our way over to the World Trade Center, see what's cooking over there. Hopefully the tourists are behaving themselves. I hope they are. Don't you love looking at these old buildings? Oh, you're Olinda Lewis. Good to see you. Good to see you, Olinda Lewis. Good to see you, Cheryl. Hugs all around. Cheryl, family assembles. Family assembles. Oh my God, tomorrow's the helicopter ride. I can't believe it now. Now I got to think about the helicopter ride. That's tomorrow. Yay. I really want to go to Coney Island. There's a mustache and beard competition going on tonight. And I really want to see that. Yeah, downtown Minneapolis full of great buildings like that? Nice. Nice. As I walk down Church Street, are these my bikes? Not my bikes, but they're riding. You live in the Bronx. Good to see you. Yeah, they didn't repair the Sphere, but they placed it back at the World Trade Center site. Enjoy the spare ribs, Norm. But, yeah, let's see. I heard they're going to unveil the Sphere on the 8th of September. I don't know what day of the week that is, but we may see it on the day they unveil it. And, of course, we will do a walking tour of the World Trade Center on Monday, September 11th. Well, I'll show you the tribute in light. You just finished a video. Very good. Okay, we gotta... Yeah, the mutants are out today, man. The mutants are out today. So I had... What was really funny was on the morning tour... And I know this is gonna shock everybody right now. This is gonna totally shock everyone. Shock everyone. But I had a tourist attempt to punch me on the Brooklyn Bridge today. He was an Italian tourist, and he decided just to start yelling at me because I pulled over, and I pulled over as safely as possible. But he did not like that, so he started yelling at me in Italian. And then when he tried to throw a punch at me, he hit the helmet. I had my helmet still on, so he hit my helmet. So it didn't hurt at all. But too bad for him, there was a cop, an undercover cop, pretty much right behind me when the whole thing happened. So he got in trouble. He got in big trouble. He luckily only got a ticket. He got a ticket for disorderly conduct. or something like that. It's a very dangerous job when you have people who don't want to pay attention. It's a dangerous job when, you know, how do I live? I live. September 8th is Friday, the day after your birthday. Oh, so your birthday's on September 7th. Nice. How do I live? I work 4 jobs. Oh, how do I live stream? I'm on an iPhone 6. I'm on an iPhone 6, and I'm a verified. I'm partner verified with YouTube. So the more you watch, the more money I get back. Oh, we got music here tonight. Or a movie. You're on iPad. Very good. Oh yeah, look at this. They got gelato. Delicious. And we're getting ready to show some kind of film or movie. Got beer and wine. Don't forget the wine. Good to see you, Lily. Yeah, because that's the nice gelato too. It's extra expensive. That's how you know it's good. So yeah, he threw a punch. He hits the helmet. And before he could do anything else, the cop already intervened and just stopped the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. Now we're all there. Exactly. Get some beer. I'm ready to go home and have a beer. But the officer asked me, yeah, Lily, it was bad. They do put ads on my broadcast, but I gotta have a certain amount of viewers. But the tourist was walking, and when he threw the punch, I instinctively dunked my head down because I didn't want him to hit my glasses. So his thing went right into my helmet, and before he could do anything else, the cop grabbed him by the arm. It was an undercover cop too, so he flipped out on the undercover cop. I think he got more in trouble for flipping out on the undercover cop. But it happened so fast, the guests actually did not see it because they were taking pictures. So, good to see you, L'chaim. We got somebody with a Hebrew name. His problem was that he didn't like the way I pulled over. Like, I pulled over, making sure I didn't run into anyone, but, you know, he had something in his mind that I did something wrong. So, good to see you, Guy Heyman. So it was a very eventful day. A lot of mutants out here. A lot of mutants. The tourists are behaving horribly today. Wait, let's see how horrible they're behaving. Let's see how they're behaving inside the Memorial Plaza. That's it? You're done with Periscope? Good. Good. Delete the app. Periscope is for kids. I don't do the Periscope as much anymore. I only do Periscope for all the off-the-cuff stuff. All right. Oh, God. That's not good. It's very dangerous having fireworks fly like that. Good to see you. To the chopper. Tomorrow. Here we are. World Trade Center. The quality here is better. Let's have a quick moment here. Saw some great scopes from Houston? Well, yeah, if you use the map, there you see. Don't have your kids stand up on it. Don't lean on the, see that? See, that's incredibly rude. You're leaning on people's names. 2,753 people died here 17 years ago, and you're gonna sit on their names? Not good. It's a game, but to put fireworks in people's faces, that's not a very fun game. All right, let's have a quick prayer. Me too, yeah, YouTube is the best. Let's say a little quick prayer for everyone. Let's just look at the North Tower here. So what I found out, what you want to do is place your hand in the water. So now you got the water, and clean their name. This is how you do it. Oh man. Never gets better coming down here. Never gets better. Let's keep on going. Let's go to the South Tower. Because the mutants were gathering behind me. Good to see you, Bob. The tourists today are on another level of bad behavior. I mean, they're really showing themselves. Amen indeed, Chris. We'll go to the South Tower now, do it again. Pray one more time, have a little quick moment there. You know, for me, it never gets easy coming down here. Personally, I wish we could have the old, ugly Twin Tower complex back. You only have 5 more subscribers to go, and so you have 100, so you could go live. Getting close to the full moon, yeah. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of the bad behavior. 100,000 subs at least. I was watching it from my roof in Brooklyn. I just got home from work. Let's do it one more time. Put my hand in the water. The water's cold. That water is cold. Oh, guys. Got some anniversaries over there, it looks like. Yep, this is the South Tower. Amen. That's right. And people have done that. People have tried to jump in, which is not good. Let's say hello to my favorite survivor. Let's say hello to the survivor tree. Looking good. She hasn't changed color yet, though. She hasn't changed color. You see how she sticks out? He was at the top of the towers back in 1980s. That's nice. That was the one thing the Twin Towers had with the new that they have over the new tower. You used to be able to go outside of the old one. Absolutely. To the people who escaped. If you got to pose and smile in front of anything, please pose and smile in front of the survivor tree. She is truly a testament to the survival that happened here. I cannot believe it's been 17 years ago. I mean, honestly, to me, it feels like a week ago. And I was 21 years old. Now I'm 26. It's crazy. Do I want to know how this happened? You took it to a tour guide here who I have lots of friends in the engineering and architecture world. So I kind of know the structure. It was called a progressive collapse. It was one of the world's largest progressive collapses ever. And if you think they put explosives in here, don't believe that. That's short-sighted and very naive. My shorts ripped open. Fritz Cohen's sphere still wrapped in the tarp. This will be unraveled on September 8th. So we'll be here to see this unraveled. And the hackers on both planes. Did I know the guys? Did I know the hijackers? One of them actually lived in my neighborhood for a little bit. And there were 17 of them, mostly from Saudi Arabia. But that happened 17 years ago. Whatever you do, do not try to peddle conspiracy theories here. Because I have heard them all. And they are truly a disservice to the people who still work downtown and for all the people who died here. It's simple physics. It is simple physics. The World Trade Center, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center were some of the lightest buildings ever constructed by man. By volume, they were 70% air. And there were also no masonry walls in the Twin Towers. To separate the inner core from the rest of the office floor, they separated the elevator shafts and stairways with just 2 pieces of sheetrock. So, that's why they collapsed. The floor sections were 50 feet long by 4 to 6 feet wide. and they were held in place by 4 to 8 bolts, the size like this big, like 2 inches long. That's why the Twin Towers collapsed. Nobody could even imagine somebody intentionally flying a plane fully loaded with fuel into them. But if you want to listen to this conspiracy theories, leave. You shouldn't be here. If there's one thing I cannot stand, are the conspiracy theories. A lot of them are misguided, they're horrible, they're not very accurate. And again, if you would have known the engineering behind the Twin Towers, you would know why they collapsed. So, we were just lucky that the buildings didn't topple over. Luckily, they collapsed straight down. But, you knock down our biggest buildings, we're just going to build them back bigger and better. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, you know, remember, 1948, a plane did crash into the Empire State Building, but it was different circumstances. It was on a Sunday. It was a military cargo aircraft lost in the fog. It was low on fuel. It was flying very slow because it was trying to make its way to Newark Airport. But it crashed into the south face of the Empire State Building. I think 6 people died. My favorite story from that story, though, was there was this female elevator operator. She was 17 years old, and she was riding in the elevator when the plane hit. The plane severed all the cords of the elevator above her. Her elevator began falling, and all of the cords that were loose coiled up underneath the elevator car, slowed down the elevator car, and this woman survived an 80-story drop with just a broken ankle. I have seen the movie about Philippe Petit. Philippe Petit, 1974, The Wire, walked across the Twin Towers. I would have given anything to see that. I would have given anything to see that. Yeah, I don't like even kidding about, no. It's not something to kid about, you know? I mean, for me, if I smell diesel smoke on the right day, you know, I get triggered. Isn't that an amazing story? Let's say hello to Stuart Johnson Stewart and his double check, my favorite 9/11 survivor. Come on. He's just waiting for a green light. That's not good. That's a game, exploding fireworks in people's houses. That's not cool. That's really not cool. Exploding fireworks in people's homes has to be probably one of the most annoying things you could ever do to somebody. You're more than welcome, Chris. Let's say hello to Double Check. Let's say hello to my friend. Let's say hello to my friend, people. Here he is! My friend! My favorite 9/11 survivor! How you doing, buddy? Double Check by Stuart Johnson Stewart. He was placed here in 1983. Look at his old school accoutrement. Oh my God, it hits the other side of the building. Okay. Hey, hi, Double Check. So he got his old school calculator and tape player. You know? That's right. That is the most disgusting thing you could buy. If you come to New York, do not buy these books. They're very disgusting. They steal the photos from the photographers, and then they sell these photos. Yes, no, I'm not lying. No, there are 40 lawsuits about that. There are 40 lawsuits about that. There are 40 lawsuits from different photographers, and they're trying to get these guys to stop selling these books. All right? Do you know what these people do? They keep on reprinting the books. So what they do is they try to say fair use by making the pictures black and white or making a collage. I want these assholes to remember me. I want these assholes to remember me. Because that has to be the most disgusting thing you could ever buy. Because they steal the photos from the photographers. There are 40 lawsuits, right? I think there's more than 40, but 40 that I know of. that are going on right now. If you read the books, the grammar is horrible because the books were printed in China. So the grammar is like all over the place. But if he wants to profit off of 2,753 people's deaths, he could have that on his soul. Not going to be on mine. I will give him hell, Bob. I have to. And I'm going to make these guys remember me. Because they don't belong here. And it seems like there's more and more of them coming out now before September 11th. So, it's intellectual property, yes. But what they do is, like, let's say they'll get a picture of that was in color. They will turn it into black and white. And then they will say, hey, look, fair use, fair use. I made it black and white. And the photographers who are caught up in those lawsuits, some of these photographers have been dealing with these booksellers for like 10 years now. I ain't afraid of nobody, no. I got punched in the head today. So it's all good. I want to trigger them. I want to trigger them, and I don't care. I want to trigger them. They're not New Yorkers. Real New Yorkers wouldn't profit off of people's deaths like that with these, it's disaster porn. It's disaster porn. That's what it is. It's disaster porn. And you're going to buy a book that shows people jumping from the World Trade? Do you really want to bring that home? Let's really think about this. Do you want to bring home a book that has pictures of people dying and people on fire and people looking up in horror at what they were watching and witnessing? And mind you, some of the people who are in those books are suing them because it's their face. But when they take down one book, they reprint another book, and the stupid tourists buy them. And I tell all my guests on all my tours, don't buy those books. So I will tell you, the viewer, right now, do not buy those books. If you want to buy a picture book, go to the museum, go to the Tribute Center. They have books, they have photograph books there where the artist, that's right, good to see you, Ted, doing great. I'm giving people hell, Ted, I'm giving people hell. I think I'm going to go there now every day now and just rile him up. Be like, yeah, look, they steal the pictures, people. But they're trying to get them away, but they're like cockroaches. You kill one and then there's like 12 of them. And there's not lies. It's not lies, folks. You look up the story for yourself. The stories are all out there. How much time I got? God damn, 9 minutes. 9 minutes, MTA, 9 minutes. It's a lie. It's a lie. I know, who would want to put a book like that on their coffee table? I always tell it like it is. I always tell it like it is. Even when I lie. Even when I lie. Let me get my Metro card. I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. Going to my Scarface persona, right? 485. Exactly. Scarface Dutch, that's right. Yeah, and I seen that book, Norm. That's a great book. You learn about the engineering behind the Twin Towers. I mean, those buildings were quite amazing. But if you want to focus on the death and destruction, our train. If you want to focus on the death and destruction, you're not losing me. No, we're in the tunnel. I mean, I'm losing it. I'm going crazy. I'm going to make those guys remember me now. I know 2 of them remember me. They don't like me. I'm going to make that guy... They sit by my double check statue selling these horrible, miserable books. They're miserable. I'm sorry. How hard up for money are you that you have to profit off of people's deaths and steal intellectual property from photographers? What kind of miserable person are you? And then they'll say, I was in New York. If you were really in New York and you watched that with your own eyes, you wouldn't want to sell books like that. There is a real money train, though. There's multiple trains, actually, that are money trains. It's very sad and pathetic. Absolutely, Bob. It's very sad. And as a lifelong New Yorker, it hurts. It hurts watching these people sell this. If it hurts me, and I don't know anyone who died, I know people who survived 9/11, but I don't know people who died. How does that feel for the families? How does that feel if your face is in that book and you're looking up in horror watching people jump and somebody's going to sell that? It's horrible. It is horrible. The dregs of society. Ugh. Ugh. I'm going to make those guys hate me now. I don't care. Yeah. No, yeah. It's horrible, Parker. It's horrible. I'm going to make those guys hate me by September 11th. Watch. I'm going to make them just hate me. You lost somebody. There you go. Cheryl lost somebody on September 11th. It's not good. I mean, I have friends from high school who, you know, one of them, their father was a fireman. I had another friend who, he was a commodities broker who lost co-workers and... Bleh. Exactly. Bleh. I mean, and then I don't know what's worse. I mean, the tourists buying the books is just as bad because I get it. It's only $5. I get it. It's only $5 or $10. But go to the Tribute Center. It's sad. It's sad. It's beyond sad. Go to the Tribute Center and actually get something meaningful. Get something that actually gives credence to the photographers. Like in those books that they sell on the street, they don't even mention the photographer's name. So think about that. You're buying a book. It's basically a picture book with terrible grammar in it, who took the pictures? I don't know. Now there's a guy he wrote like a foreword in the book. This guy Marcos something, and he's one of the ringleaders of these books that they like to sell. And it's so shameless. It's like, yeah, I put this book together to remember. It's like, no, you put this book together to quickly profit off of the death of 2,753 people. What kind of miserable human being do you have to be to do that? And it's so not New York. It's so un-American. And it hurts. It hurts. And it seems like now we're getting close to September now. It's September 2nd. More of them are coming out now. Because I guess it's 9/11 season. We got to stock up. Ugh. I get so pissed off at these guys. And the cops are they have their hands tied. All they could do is not have these guys sell. They used to sell the books inside the Memorial Plaza, and they had to put a stop to that because they're not supposed to sell the books at the Memorial Plaza. You're not supposed to sell anything at the Memorial Plaza. And the people don't know any better. No. I mean, in a previous video, we did confront one of them. I said, are there references to the photographers? And he's going through the pages, and there's no reference to the photographers. And you're talking about books that are filled, 200, 300 pictures plus. And like I said, there's like 40 lawsuits going, at least 40 lawsuits going on between various photographers or people whose face is in the book. You know, a lot of these people who are in these books, especially like bystanders who are watching it in the streets, they don't want to be in these books. Do you think they want to be in that book? No. With bad grammar? Some of them, they don't even spell the World Trade Center correctly. Or the ground zeros. Ugh. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. And I'm happy I get to vent this out here on the YouTube. So I could bring awareness, folks. Don't buy these books. Don't buy these books. Don't buy these books. Go to the Tribute Center and contribute back to the 9/11 fund. We're still losing firemen. Firemen are still dying. We actually lost a fireman 2 weeks ago because he had some horrible cancer going on, you know? I mean, we're still losing people. So let's put everything into perspective now, you know what I'm saying? Let's put everything into perspective. Oh, great, my train is delayed. Yay, I just got the alert on my phone. So you know, let's give everyone who survived and who died, let's give them their proper respect. Never heard that sound before. That sounds like the... Exactly, Parker. Exactly, Parker. That's right. That's how they would spell it. Yes. Oh, it hurts, man. And now he's going to say it's all lies. Okay, I'm going to go back down there again on Tuesday. I'm going to be looking for you now. Oh, okay, Queens. This is only affecting Queens. The MTA is always having a bad day. 100-year-old infrastructure. You know, this train station was built, I believe, in 1909, 1910. Sad in 2016, July 4, 7 something. Your brother, sad, passed away. I'm so sorry to hear about that. That's very sad. Yeah, that's sad. But we keep on moving. We keep on moving on. We keep on moving on. And you know, I sent Downtown Alliance emails about these guys, and they know about these guys, these bookseller guys. So they really, you know, it does fall into that stupid freedom of speech thing, but and fair use. Which fair use is a very, you know, wafty thing. Usually watch the rebroadcast on NBC. Yeah, I can't watch that. I know it's on YouTube too. They have a lot of those on YouTube. Wow, high school freshman. Wow, first year of high school. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like 17 years ago. 17 years ago. I can't believe it's been 17 years ago. I mean, if we were in this train station, Rector Street, on the N&R train, if we were here on September 11th, what happened was after the towers collapsed, this whole platform here, everything from the train tracks up to the platform was all filled with debris and like water and stuff like that, and muck and stuff. Yeah, you'll be 16. Yeah, you'll be 16. It's really sad, man. Really, really sad. I can't believe it's been this long ago already. You know, but you were very preggers with your son. Nice. Yeah, I was a 21-year-old adult. I was a 21-year-old kid who had no idea about the world. Wow, he was born on December 16th, 2001. Nice. My alerts on the phone are going crazy now. Let's see how I'm going to get home. It's all lies. 46 years since you've been in high school. There you go, Norm. Norm's seen the World Trade Center go up. Norm watched Philippe Petit walk between the towers. I would have given anything to see that. Oh, would I have given anything to see Philippe Petit walk between the Twin Towers? I would have loved to seen that. Look at this. I got a really bad razor burn there. Anyway. Let's go home. I want to go home now. You're 35 years young. Yeah, look at that. See, we're at the same age, Jen. I'm 37. 37. I don't like giving away my age, but well, there you go, folks. He was born on the 5th. Oh, wow, really? Okay. May 19th, 2009. There you go. Well, yeah, you're young. Wow. All right. My train is this my train? Yes, this is my train. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish a moment, and good afternoon, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Don't buy books from the booksellers. I know you're only 8. I'll see you guys later. Yes, I know. I heard about that. I'll see you later, folks. Bye-bye.